Yes, I'm gonna be working for a while. Hold on. Hey, Shun, can you hear me? All right. You can go ahead and share. I think you can share the screen on your own. Gotcha. All right, I just changed it. There, now you can. All right, and let me just get it working on the stream. Oh, thank goodness. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. All right, I think that does it. I'm going to... We got to be sure that people can hear you well this time, so we're going to do a quick mic check. All right, mic check. Check, check, 1, 2. If people can hear me, please let me know in the stream. Our mics were off a second ago, so now they're on, and hopefully you can hear me. And then also, I'm going to start talking to Shun because he's here as well. And for those watching, if you could just please let me know if you can hear Shun and I talk. If I'm too loud, I'll turn myself down. If we need to turn Shun up, we'll do that as well. So, how's your day going, Shun? How you doing? You just woke up, didn't you? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sure you're a busy guy. Hold up. I'm gonna turn you up real quick because actually I can't hear you that well, so that's gonna be a problem. Claxia says he can hear me. Claxia, can you hear Shun? Keep on talking, Shun. Just be like blah 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 blah. He says he can't hear you. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna turn off the music. Let me turn up a few things real quick. All right, trying again. Might be too much with the music. Let me turn the music off. Focusing on you more. I could. I can hear you okay. But it's all about those who are watching if they can hear you or not. I can do a quick recording. Let me see. I'll do a quick recording. So go ahead and say something. Nah, nah. Tell us like what you had for breakfast. Yeah, or what'd you have for lunch? You had yogurt? All right. Okay. Good test. Thank you. All right. Let me see if I'm able to hear that in the video I just recorded. And let's see if there's anyone in the stream that could say anything. Calaxius has not said anything. He says, still has not said anything. So let me see if I can confirm. No point in having this. Nah, nah. Tell us like what you had for breakfast. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. All right, I think I can fix the problem. Yeah. I don't want us to go too much over time. I want us to be as on point as possible. So, I believe now people should be able to hear you. All right, go ahead and talk, Shun. I could handle it. No, I made it so that the audio is just a little bit different and a little bit more generic and basic, and I got rid of the music I was playing in the background when we first got started. So I believe now it should be okay. Calaxius, you can let me know one more time if you can hear Shun. If not, I might have to start the stream. Yeah, he can hear you now. Woo, nice. Talk as loud as possible. Just really project your voice.
one word, one event. That is this. So end of July will have late computer 70th anniversary celebration. Yeah, so as you know, the original kind of original gaming, original IP of Brave Frontiers is Brave Frontier. And Brave Frontier is released 7 years ago in July. So we'll have like 60 anniversary celebration. And then in this event, by this event, we are aiming to acquire more users, more Brave Frontier users, and then we trying to expand more. Yep. So I guess you guys are wondering what we will do in this celebration. Answer. Yeah. This is our last content or list content of celebration. Yeah. So we'll do like joint missions with Play from the itself.
Nice.
So right now we're just using a Brave Heroes of Brave Frontier itself. However, with these missions, Brave Frontier Heroes will create some missions to encourage Brave Frontier users to start and play Brave Frontier Heroes. Yep. And then we'll start late events. I announced it later. Then we'll do more for like signing up a campaign, and then and more some benefit card things like major plan discounts, novice unit. We plan to distribute it to all users, and then like we'll add like beginner pack, like starter pack, and then we'll sell limited legendary unit. Obviously we'll sell Atro because in first World Crown Championship, the winner, the element of the winner land is light. Then the light of the 6 plate heroes is Atro, so we'll say Atro. And then we'll do like referral bonus increase campaign, and then drop late up campaign, and so on. And then for the release beginner packs, it's for the beginners. I assume that for beginners, when they start different heroes, when they do some missions, quests, I guess they have no idea what to buy. Yeah, so we'll provide like a variable packs for them, like for the first item to buy. And then with this pack, I'll give some unit and some item. It's allowed. Huh? It is one per one. It's very, how can I say? It's very variable. I mean, in like reasonable. I mean, in terms of cost.
Okay.
So it's just it's allowed to buy just one per one person.
Can I ask if you can talk a little bit more about the joint missions with Brave Frontier? Because, like, does that mean like people on Brave Frontier are going to be playing Brave Frontier Heroes type missions, or are the missions in Brave Frontier Heroes going to be like Brave Frontier? Or could you kind of add a little bit more? Because I think that's a really cool collaboration, and I want to know a little more about it.
It's how can I say? It's more. It's we're thinking in a simple way. Then if users Brave Frontier users play Brave Frontier Heroes and then achieve some missions. Missions is like beginner missions what we have. And then if they achieve that, they can get some good. I cannot say it right now, but some something to encourage them to play Blade Frontier. So I can say that for the Blade Frontier Heroes users, it's very small thing. But for the newbies or for Blade Frontier users, it brings a lot of benefit.
Mm.
It's something like that. But I guess for the Brave Frontier Heroes users, late events or like major prime discount or a limited legendary sale or drop light up campaign will be like fun. So what I want to say here is uh, uh, we will spend our resources.
There was a quick question from the community
Oh,
um, about do we get Sunsei Omni? Do you know which player that is?
only,
Is that going to be probably one of the novice units? I think is what maybe they're asking.
only.
Will there be okay? So with well, I guess not then. But within the novice, do you have an idea of what of the of some of the common units will be coming out? Have you guys decided that yet, or is that not decided?
We don't. We are not thinking to release common unit yet.
Oh,
So just novice unit, which is not NFT.
mm.
But we are thinking that in beginner pack, well, well, if they buy beginner pack, they can get like uncommon unit, I guess. Uncommon unit, but the issue number is a bit more, or something like that. We are thinking about it. Yeah. So what I want to say here is, we will spend our resource, development resource for this this celebration uh, to acquire more users. Uh, yeah, actually, this is our direction. I mean, in until the end of July. So spending our resources to this event on the uh, to spending our resources to acquire more users, which means I'm sorry for that. Like to we don't spend too much resources uh, for like for like for for the current how can I say to update or to add more content, more and more like for like more make it more sophisticated or something like that. How can I say that? It's just allocation of resources, right?
So what I think you're trying to say is that
We
because you're focusing on this new campaign and everything that's been going on for the 7 year anniversary, existing you're not going to be doing too much on existing features. Is that what you kind of mean?
oh yeah.
Okay.
So our aim or our direction is to get more new users.
Mm.
Yeah, and then uh, so I'll tell you why we'll do that. Oh yeah, okay. I can say that we don't have uh, we have less users than I expected. Actually, I think I have to admit it. Uh, this is because uh, the expansion of boxing gaming market is uh, is slower than I thought. Uh, how can I say? So recently, uh, one famous Japanese boxing game developer uh, sell their like their gaming department to other company, and then in they say that blockchain gaming market is uh, still like potential market. However, the growth of the market is slower than they thought. So this
Mm.
is like uh, a common idea uh, among blockchain gaming developers, and then it is same. We have same situation. So uh, we have to trying to expand the blockchain game market itself, and then in terms of very frontier heroes, the great strength is very frontier, not how can I say? There are a lot of blockchain game. However, the strength is Play Frontier itself because Play Frontier is like 38 million downloads in all cities all over the world. They have still strong user communities. This is our strength. And then right now, it is a chance. It is a timing to leverage our strengths to acquire more users. That's why we spend our resources to this. You guys understand what I wanna try to say?
Yeah, so I have to turn the volume down when I want to speak because I think it's really loud because I turn it up for when you're speaking because it's still hard for people to hear you. But this is okay, so this is really interesting. Um, is it that there's less players in Brave Frontier Heroes than you expected? I mean, as in recently, because I mean, as of late, there's been a lot of drop in probably users in all blockchain games because of the high gas prices. Is that what you're referring to, or are you saying that like
Uh,
your
Not because
projections?
of
Okay.
not because of high gas price, because of just a growth of the market. All I guess all the blockchain game is in harder situation because of less users, or like the market growth is slower than developer side. Yeah.
So that makes so that I mean that makes sense. It's um it's interesting. I feel like developers did have a huge expectation that there would be a lot of new users, but it is going a lot slower. That's really interesting to see. And you have a very big opportunity here because you do have the existing Brave Frontier IP that has all of its users that you can bring them into blockchain. And I'm sure you're
Yeah.
going to talk more about that, but I believe people understand. If anyone has any specific questions about what Shun said, please just be sure you can ask them in the live chat, and we'll address them.
Yeah. So, uh, without getting, without trying to get new users, uh, a game is getting smaller and smaller. So, we have to do that kind of campaign for new users, or like spend more resources to new users. So I want, so I think the audience of uh, this live streaming is like core users or Brave Frontier Heroes users of Brave Frontier Heroes. However, I'd like you to understand the situation. Situation. Yeah. So can I go ahead? Okay. Yep. So in general, not in Brave Frontier Heroes. In general, there is two hurdles to expand blockchain game. Maybe you guys know. For one, uh, user have to necessarily have to understand the concept or idea of work or privacy. new like unique ideas. In daily life, they're now um, we don't thinking we are not uh, thinking of climate change. Now, of course, I do, but in general. So, like MetaMask, what's the MetaMask for? Like backup place or like can't recover the account? This kind of new like very crypto uh, idea is can become a large hurdles to like play frontier users or like mobile game users. It's obvious, and then also the second, they need crypto to buy in-game currency. Yeah, so right now, user uh, have to buy Dell with Ethereum, which means they have to own Ethereum. Like, so in that case, they have to think about where do I get cryptocurrency or like exchange or after buying cryptocurrency in like Coinbase or some of the cryptocurrency or crypto exchange, they have to withdraw it to the wallet address, and then they have to like send some transaction with gas fees. This kind of thing is very how can I say? Yeah, it's obvious. It's very difficult. It's not easy for general users.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's totally a problem and a technical issue that people don't want to deal with.
Yeah. So in Japan, the only 5% of Japanese have crypto, which means we decrease the market or the potential users to 5%. It's very tough. Of course, it's very tough. Uh, until now, until now, like no, okay. From the release of crypto, which is about 2.5 years ago, uh, all all people in this market says about this like UX problem or these others. However, we will by mid dry will addressing these issues. We're trying that. Uh, so with this, this is all for acquire more users, more mobile users, very friendly users. Yep. Resolving the peculiar of blockchain games, creating an easy environment for newbies. Yeah, so they can play with just a Google account, and they even hold assets. Some blockchain game has a way to log in or play with Google or Twitter account. However, uh, in that case, the game in some case, a game developer owns the private key of users. It's very how can I say? It's very dangerous or like unsafe, and then I don't like that. I don't want to own your private keys. I don't want that.
Mm.
I don't want that. Yeah. So, however, it will we're thinking to partnership with some outside like third party tool. With that, we don't own your private keys, and if they don't own their private keys, so with by how can I say, with safe method, user can play from the heroes will with Google account. This is one thing that we will do in Drive, and also will implement a function to buy Zelle without brick. Uh,
So does that
we
mean you'll
can
be?
buy with
Oh, go ahead. You're.
credit card. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay.
yeah. Yes. So with until now, it is very difficult for us to start the kind of update because of legal problem or some other problem. But uh, by uh, by by making a partnership with third parties, we can have a way to start this. But it's all for career or for beginners. Yeah, we join that. Uh, how so we're doing this by end of July. Uh, we're creating. No, we're doing environment preparation for beginners. Also, we're creating a celebration event. This is what Brave Frontier Dev Team Management Team will do. Uh, and then we are starting a 7-year anniversary celebration. However, this lack one important thing that is community. So uh, with this update, like with they can play without crypto, without wallet, and then the 7-year anniversary celebration, so they can get like novice unit or like climb is very discounted, and then they play for like collaboration with Play Frontier missions. And then they enter this game. They start this game. However, yeah, of course they will face some issues or it's and then or like let's say they enter title match. However, they don't know how to win or how to create a team. In that case, yeah, in that case, actually, I want them, I want you to help them. I mean, help us create a warm and welcoming vibe for the movie. This is the very important thing. Uh, with with cooperation with uh, with community and us, the team. Uh, I hope that we will succeed. Uh, 7 years celebration and welcoming a lot of new users, and then expand our blockchain gaming market itself. And then that is the time that uh, like Wave Frontiers will active more and more. Do you have any question?
Again, sorry, I have to turn it down because if I talk, it'll be so loud. That's why I'm not really talking that much. I'm letting you talk. Um, um, and we've had some people kind of hop in the stream. Um, some individuals are kind of giving a recap. I don't have any specific questions. I think I believe I understand what you're after. Um, it's interesting. It is. I understand the strategy and like do you personally, I mean, I know you want more. Okay, so I have two questions. One is, do you know, is it still majority of people who play Brave Frontier Japanese? Is it like 70-30 Japanese versus overseas? Um, and I also want to know, like, I mean, how are the numbers for Brave Frontier Heroes right now? Can you reveal anything to the community about that? Because, are you like worried that players are going to go away and there's going to be no one left to play the game? Or are you just more worried about the current state of blockchain games and you just want to expand it? Like, what are some of your shinpais, your worries, Shun, and can you kind of just convey that to the rest of the group?
Yeah. So actually, I'm not allowed to allowed to the say the actual to share the stats. Uh, However, I can say I'm worried about the free volume of Brave Frontier Frontier Heroes itself, yeah, how can I say? Uh, the in the beginning of May, we're doing some like advertisement for like coin telegraph and so on, and then doing some campaign for media campaign for for Japanese crypto medias. Uh, However, it's still difficult for for users for newbies to because of the hurdles with what I mentioned earlier. How can I say? So I so my worry is of course the Brave Frontier Heroes itself, but Brave Frontier Heroes is one game title of blockchain gaming market. Uh, so which uh, the less growth of blockchain gaming market leads to less growth of both Brave Frontier Heroes itself, or how to grow of blockchain gaming market itself, because it's connected to Brave Frontier Heroes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool answer.
Yep. So this is the roadmap. So what I want to say is, in the end of July, we'll have 7-year anniversary celebration. With this celebration, we are aiming to acquire more newbies. To do that, we spend our resources to prepare uh, for the for the celebration, and to prepare for the environment for for beginners. I'd like you to help to create a warm and welcoming community. This is the roadmap, and then uh, I know you guys because you guys are current Play Frontier Heroes users, so you guys wanna like forecasting futures or update. Of course, we will do like future update or adding more content. So I'll start here. I'll start explaining like forthcoming features and updates. Yeah. So first about title match. So thank you for take part in the two test match and the survey. So so actually like 2.5 hours ago, the title match had started. So please entry that. So we adopt a version 2 rule as an official rule, and then we are planning to do like some uh, unique rule of, let's say, the weight of tactical BP. I mean the like bonus BP is changed, so that the environment is changed. Uh, yeah, and also we will let you know what we change in title match from this title match. Switch to with medium, but so defense BP DBP gained from same users is decreased will be decreased based on number of attacks. I mean, right now, user, let's say if
Wait, hold on. Say yes.
defense,
Say that again. Say that again one more time for people.
okay, so defense BP gained from a same user, the same player will be subtract to decrease. Right now, if the defense BP is 100 BP, uh, he can get he can get 100 BP every time a user attack and then defeat it. If I attack John, and then John gets 100 BP, and then again I attack John, John attacks 100 BP. This leads to this these okay, violate the rule. So this time, if I attack John and then John defeat me, John defeat 100 BP, 100 DBP, defense BP, and then if I attack John for the second time and then John defeat me, John will get 50 BP, something like that. The defense BP will be decreased.
So subsequent battles result in less battle points.
Yeah, less defense battle points.
Defense battle points. Defense battle points.
Yes, and then it's difficult to understand here, but the expected victory point is updated every saving. Okay. Oh, it's difficult to say here. The expected victory point is always the highest BP of your party. When I attack, when my expected victory point is 100, which is if John defeats me, John can get 100 BP, and then if I change my defense party, and then the battle point of the defense party is 120, my expected point is 120, and then if I attack someone with the party whose BP is 150, my expected victory point will be 150. So the expected victory point is always updated at the highest. I think you guys can understand with playing it.
Was that not the case before? Like, of course, you want to get as many points as possible, but was it limited before at only 100 or something? Or like, why do you feel the need to explain that concept? I think I'm just a little bit. That makes sense, but I'm wondering why.
Oh yeah.
That's different.
Okay, so I'll tell you why we do that. To earn defense battle point, there is incentive to create a party that looks weak. I mean, by using their epic or something like that. It that looks weak, but actually it is strong. If until now, if you create a party looks weak, which means the expected victory point is also less, and then which leads that there's less incentive to be attacked. To solve this problem, we're updating. We add this system.
Okay.
Hope you guys.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I think when I was kind of watching and doing some of the title matches, the defense battle points seemed a little low, and so I think that this is pretty much to fix that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seemed like on average I was always seeing like defense battle points, meaning someone who decides to attack a team that's defending and they win, they're only getting like 24 points or something like that, or like 25. Like they weren't high at all. And I was really confused about that, and I wanted to ask you why that was occurring. And so now I guess what you're saying is that if you have a strong, if you're defending and your weak team, even though it's actually strong, but if you're defending and you win, you'll actually end up getting a lot more battle points. Is that what I'm trying to understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
More battle point, and you can get more attack. So what I recommend you uh, to uh, to set a party that looks weak but actually strong, and then acquire more defense for the point. Yeah. So all just you care is let's set a defense party looks weak but strong. That leads acquire more defense for the point. Yep. So this is the update, and also the number of battles attack of day one is decreased to 5 because it's Friday. Because it's Friday. Yep. I think that it for about the title match. In from this title match, a new sphere has started. I mean the Godfrey Flower series. I guess. How can I say in English? Yeah, Godfrey Flower. I assume. And then Godfrey Flower is very looks strong. Yeah, Godfrey Flower. It's the stages up HP, defense, speed, and AGI status. And then also the skill is buff AGI, so it's very strong. So let's get them. And then, I don't know, let's win in title match and then let's get them. That's all for title match. So let's move on. So next week, July 2nd, we will release Land Frontier missions, also update the current exist frontier mission. So land frontier. So let's imagine that with land frontier missions, you are doing land quest or land EX quest, and then sometimes you can find frontier missions, land frontier missions. So in land frontier missions, there is potential to get original skills. And then in land frontier missions, you can how can I say? You can uh, ask your land member or guild member to join. And then in some missions, there is very difficult or guild member to beat land frontier missions to success in land frontier missions and then get original superiors. So and then for users who don't belong to land or guild, I highly recommend to join that because it's a chance to get original superior or it's a chance to enjoy your friend. And then for the guild masters, guild owners, how can I say, to have a lot of guild member leads to succeed in with run frontier missions. So yeah.
Okay. So someone asked, there's actually two questions that came in. One was still about the defense battle points, saying that, so you want a team that looks weak, you mean with like a low rank, but they have the best possible spheres, in order to win. And then also someone asked, saying that, um, just for you to reiterate that now in land frontier missions you can get original spheres. You can still get replica spheres, but you can now actually get original spheres as well. So can you just clarify those two things?
Yeah. So for the defense point, yeah. Uh, I think I thought looks weak. Yeah, look and then weak. Okay, I mean low rarity units and then strong. Uh, but user can see the superior also. So so what I recommend is to set of course the low rarity or looks weak unit is the most important, and then for the second uh, what I will say is, how can I say, strategic, uh, strategic party. I mean, the sphere unit is the same. Sphere you can, because the enemy can the players can also see the spheres. So that actually that's not what I will say. So yeah, that looks weak, but very uh, strategic party.
So he's being very like, you know, ancient and wise about it. So it's up to your interpretation. Looks weak but is strong. So like think about that. And then also yes, the other one was just confirm that you can actually get original spheres now in land frontier missions.
Yeah, from Land Frontier Mission. Yeah. Yep. So I recommend you to form a demo series, I mean guild, or to join guild. So, and also for the frontier missions, we updated because it was still beta. So we will change the like difficulty and so on. But it, yep, I see some my cheat sheet. Sorry for that. Yeah.
Someone's asking that if it's not a gold chest, then it's just a replica then, right?
From the current mission or from the record, but from the land frontier missions, you guys can get original skill. I mean, limited original skill. I mean, limited for land frontier mission. Original skill. Limited in land frontier mission. It's that still plan, but you guys, it's sure that from land frontier mission, you guys can uh original skill NFT. Is it is it the answer for that? Is it okay? Okay, so I'll move on. In so July 2nd, there are more updates actually. Yeah. So as I announced later, special location title match will start here. The rarity is very different from the normal one. Like one legendary, uh, only one legendary is available. Or like two, I guess only two there is available. This kind of special regulation for match will start. And also I will announce the second frontier gate. Uh, as you can see here, this is the two balls for the second frontier gate. And then the first frontier gate was very active. A lot of users spend time or spend their think their strategy to rank higher or to less actions or to beat stage 5. And then we'll start the second frontier gate on July 2nd. And then there is 5 updates here. So I see that. One, I will remove. I will we will remove the upper limit of changing unit. So in first frontier gate, only one unit can be changed. But in from the second frontier gate, you can change as much as you want. Yeah. So which means that if you guys have a lot of units, which is to clear more stages. And then for second, I I will create a super difficult level, which is which is more difficult than middle than advanced class. It's still trial, but I will start this super difficult, like super advanced class for the like for the players who have a lot of legendary units and so on. Uh, but it's still trial, please understand that. And then third, I set a reward. I set titles for a reward. And then four, we will add a retire functions. Yeah, this is from feedback. Uh, if you fail with your strategy, I know you guys want to retire it, so we'll add the retire function. And then update number 5, we add a function um, to to publish your battle history. Uh, if you allow to to make it public, user can see your history, your battle history, and also you guys can sell the, your history, sell the history. So let's say I try the front gate, and then I achieve all the class, and then I set like 100 there, and then if other players will see my result, then they will pay 100 there, and then they can see your result, and then you guys can get maybe like 90% of the deal. I mean 90 deal. This kind of sharing your history. So which means your strategy can be variable, right? You get that?
Y-
Yep.
Yeah, so you just did a lot of updates, and I hope people got that because that was a lot for frontier missions, and it's really cool. But to work backwards, number 5, you said that okay. Well, number 1, unit limit has been increased. Kind of forgot number 2. You also said that. Uh,
Super advanced.
oh, that's right. There's a super hard one, right? There's a super hard version.
Yeah, yeah. But it's still try about super try, super hard.
Okay, and then but then you can also because people were asking about your battle history, but so you'll keep it closed, but a person can sell it, and then you'll be able to see what units they use, what spheres they use, so then a person can then make a better unit strategy because they purchased it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. So they
What is the use? What is it? What's advantageous about buying someone's battle history? Might be obvious, but just please go ahead.
yeah. So if you guys buy the history of the rank first players, and then follow it, I mean imitate or follow it or get some learning lessons from it, and then make use of it to your strategy, and then acquire to achieve the higher like rank first, like 10th ranking, and then get the rewards. It's the advantage to buy the history from users. Yep. So that is for the July 2nd. We will release Learn Frontier missions, update Frontier missions, and doing special relegation title match, and also second Frontier gate. Yep. So if you guys have like a lot of legendary units, let's beat like super hard class. Or if you guys are very strategic people, yeah, you can sell your history to the players to earn them. It's one way to do that, to earn them. Yeah, that's all for July 2nd. And here, so July 3rd, July 23rd, we'll release late battle. Then more info coming soon. I mean, we're still under discussion how to make it fun, how to make it very like crazy event. So more info well soon. But I can say that the concept is will differ from Frontier Gate. It's like a cooperation PvE. Like they are big enemy, big boss, and then uh, everyone will add a damage, and then uh, the sum of uh, added damage is from all users is very important. And then if you achieve this level of damage, yeah, like liver level is like this, and then if the damage is higher, the liver become rich, something, uh, something like that. So with this case, with this late, uh, uh, I'd like to create a vibe that cheer the legendary players or cheer the strategic players. How can I say? And then talk about it, and then enjoy more. Is what I want. I want you to in late battle. John, can you understand that?
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm a little bit confused on how it might differ from what you said earlier about the updates to land frontier missions because you can that's kind of has a co-op feel. So like, what's the difference between the that co-op feel and what this co-op feel will be? But at the same time, a lot of people back in like March or April were kind of saying that they wanted PVE to be more co-op. So I'm really happy to see both of those updates. So could you please just kind of maybe tell a bit the difference, what you're imagining the difference will be between the two?
Yeah. So in land frontier missions, it just like small like group of people like five, and they sound waves. Uh, not wave at all. They just easily beat. Uh, However, for the late event is more longer like 7 days or 10 days, not yet fixed yet, but like longer, and then the HP is way more high, way more higher than the boss in land frontier missions, and then it's I don't think you guys can beat them. It's very strong. The amount of the damage, amount of added damage from user all users is important. That's the difference. And of course, in late battle, uh, we are thinking that like a sum of added damage of this guild, this guild, this guild, and then there is ranking between the guild. So it's also one enjoyable point to be ranked higher as a guild. So
That sounds confusing. That sounds
yeah,
confusing, but that sounds really cool. So don't explain anymore. Just I think people will be excited for it, but it sounds good.
yeah. So in what I want to say is in July there are some guild events, like guild focused or like events. So I strongly encourage you to land to join land, also join guild to enjoy late battle as a user and as a guild member, or to join land from the mission. Yeah. So as a summary, in July 2nd, we'll do run frontier missions, update frontier missions, blah blah blah, and then between July 2nd and July 23rd, we'll update, we'll prepare the environment for the new for beginners, also the for the celebration event, and then July 23rd, we'll start late. That's the summary. Uh, so here, so there is three summary of this live streaming. So end of July, we'll have a Blade Frontier 7-year anniversary celebration. Two, uh, we will leverage the celebration events to acquire more users. I mean, to acquire more non-crypto users, Brave Frontier users or mobile game users. To do that, we have to prepare the environment. So this is what we will do until by the end of July. So I want you to help us create a warm, welcoming vibe for newbies, like like community event or like hashtag event or like some fun event or like supporting campaign. I also personally I'm also thinking to have like to begin a campaign, like newbie campaign or something like that, and like or yeah, live streaming or like create some content will also be great. It's also great. Yeah, so this kind of thing will be very helpful. Do you guys have any questions?
There was a question in which someone asked, uh, will there be any daily incentive rewards like other mobile games, like daily login bonus, or is this hard to is it hard to bring this concept to blockchain games?
Um, it's a bit hard because there have to be an item to distribute it, but the item, yeah, it's a bit hard. It's a bit hard. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
That was the only question that we had. And you answered a lot of the questions that came from before. I think this is cool. As always, when we do these interviews, you have a lot of cool updates that excite me, and I think a lot of people who see them get excited as well. Um, yeah, and I think that's kind of it there. You can say whatever you have to say, or if there's anything else. I kind of have the survey results, but you know what I'll do? I'll just share those in the Discord after and kind of get some communication with that. We don't have to do that here on the stream and talk about it unless you'd want to. But oh, here we go. Uh, gas has been increasing, so daily lottery is expensive. Are there any plans for that, or is there
Yeah,
any?
we are considering it how to deal with this. But current situation make it very difficult. Current situation is very difficult for Lucky Draw. So we are considering some way. But I assume the current gas price will continue for more weeks. So yeah, so we will think about it. But to increase more is very tough because zero is what we sell. So we are thinking something. Well, we will think in some way. We are considering it.
Okay, so considering it, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's easy. It's probably not a thing you want to give away currency. Um,
Hmm.
if there's an item or something like that, maybe you could create an item that's something simple that isn't sold or that could be useful. I mean, I know you guys are thinking about things like that, but yeah, obviously a lot of people have been griping
Yeah, yeah,
about high gas prices.
it's a tough. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
It's
it,
also high tough for us.
yeah, it's a problem that's that's related to our industry. So it's something that we have to find innovative ways to kind of solve. Um, so that's kind of his answer. If you have another question, feel free to ask. But clearly the devs are working on it. Which of these updates are you most personally excited for, Shun? Because you said a lot. Were you what are you behind the scenes looking at, being like, oh man, this is so cool?
I'm looking forward to the celebration event, of course. But as a Brave Frontier Hero user, I'm looking for the late event, late
Great.
late battles, because it's a cooperation with other players. I mean, you guys. Yeah. So let's beat big boss and then get a better reward. I'm excited. I'm most excited for the
Yeah, I,
Brave Frontier sword.
I would say I'm most excited about those two as well. I'm really interested to see exactly how these Brave Frontier players will come into the game and how the community can help kind of get them live. So, for those players out there who are traditionally Brave Frontier players, definitely let the community know what you think it might be fun for us to do in terms of like a competition, a drawing competition of existing players or I mean units
Yep.
or things like that. But we'll kind of talk about that kind of stuff over in Discord because we want to keep it as active as possible. Um, but stuff like that is important and also fun for what's coming in next, and hopefully we can get a lot of players in that way and make it a very different and unique environment. All right. I don't know how long we've been streaming for. It's been a while. I think we're at an
One
hour and a
hour.
half. Hour and a half, dude. Hour and a half. Well, it's hour and a half whole stream, but yeah, about an hour stream. So if there's anything else you got to
Yeah.
say,
Thank you for that.
the floor is all yours. But thanks for everyone here for checking us out. We will continue to try to get the volume better so you can hear Shun as high as possible. I think I might have a way, but yeah. Any last words, Shun?
Uh, enjoy title match.
Ijo.
Enjoy title match, and then let's create uh here. Let's prepare for end of July with us.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I guess that'll do it. Someone Calaxius here says thanks for the updates. Keep up the good work, Shun. So, Itsumo Otsuka desu. Always doing good work. Always a nice guy. And okay, everyone. Well, then we will catch you later. And Shun, I'm gonna go ahead and end the call if that's all right with you.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks.
And we're done.